This movie is on naming ionic and covalent compounds. So sometimes you're going to get a mishmash of compounds and you're going to have to name them and you're going to have to decide, do I use prefixes or not? And the trick is to look at what the compound is made up of. So here we have CCl4. Now get your periodic table out and find those elements. CCl4, if I can get that, there we go. There's carbon, there's chlorine. There are two nonmetals. Whenever you have two nonmetals, it is a molecular or a covalent compound, and you have to use prefixes. So this one is covalent. Why? Two nonmetals. So its name, you have to use prefixes, so it's going to be called carbon tetrachloride. Next one, CaF2, calcium and fluorine. Let's find calcium and fluorine. Calcium is a metal. Fluorine is a nonmetal. So we've got a metal and a nonmetal. So that means it's an ionic compound and we do not use prefixes. So this is calcium fluoride. Next, we've got MgCO3, magnesium carbonate. We have more than two capital letters, so that means there must be a polyatomic ion in this compound. Whenever there's a polyatomic ion in a compound, it's ionic. So that means we do not use prefixes. So this one's called magnesium carbonate. You have to look on your table of polyatomic ions to get the carbonate. N2O5. Check it out. Where are they on the periodic table? We got nitrogen and oxygen. So that means we have two nonmetals. So that means it's covalent. Another word for covalent is molecular. In this case, as with all covalent molecular compounds, you need to use prefixes. So this one's called dinitrogen. 5 is pentaoxide. So now you have it. You won't get confused. When you're naming ionic or covalent compounds, just keep the rules straight in your mind. Ionic compounds, you have ionic compounds if you have a metal and a nonmetal, or anything with a polyatomic ion. Atomic ion, no prefixes. If it's molecular, another word for molecular is covalent. You will have two nonmetals, and that's when you use your prefixes. So the government's in the government exam is going to try and mix you up. So make sure you get this straight in your mind. See ya.